He never told me when he'd be home. 5 o'clock, 9 o'clock, midnight, it didn't matter. I was left wondering, worrying, pacing by the door. And the worst part, he had a phone. He just chose not to use it. So one night, I decided to return the favor. I disappeared. No call, no note, just silence. And when I came home at 4 a.m., everything changed. If you've ever been taken for granted, if someone ever made you feel like your time, your peace, your concern didn't matter, then buckle up. This isn't a loud revenge. It's not about yelling or slamming doors. This is a quiet rebellion, and it worked. Like, subscribe, and get ready for one of the most satisfying silent paybacks you'll ever hear. I was in my mid-20s, about 25 at the time, and dating a man who worked in financial planning. That meant, theoretically, he didn't have set hours. And at first, I understood that. I wasn't the clingy type, and I respected his ambition. But over time, it started to wear me down. You see, every day was a guessing game. I'd get off work, come home, maybe cook, maybe wait, and wait, and wait. No messages, no heads up. I'd just sit there, wondering, is he coming home soon? Did something happen? Should I wait for him to eat? Sometimes he'd walk in around 5 like everything was normal. Other times it'd be almost 10. He'd breeze in with a casual, hey, like he hadn't just left me sitting in uncertainty for 5 hours. I asked, more than once, kindly at first, hey, can you just give me a rough idea of when you'll be home? Even a ballpark helps. Nothing changed. I asked again, a little firmer. Look, I get that your schedule is unpredictable, but it would really help me not to worry if you just give me a quick call when you're wrapping up. Still nothing. He had a car phone, by the way. This was before everyone had a cell, but he did have a way to contact me. He just didn't. The message was loud and clear. My time wasn't important to him. And you know what that does to a person over time? It chips away at your sense of value, your sense of place. Like your concern, your emotions, your presence meant nothing. But I didn't yell, I didn't nag, I didn't cry. I planned. It was subtle, almost too subtle to be called revenge, but that's what made it so beautiful. One night, I decided enough. If he didn't think it was necessary to let me know when he'd be home, then maybe I'd stop letting him know when I'd be gone. I told my mom about the plan because she's the type who'd call the police if she couldn't reach me by midnight. I didn't want a search party. Then I vanished. Well, not vanished really. I went to a friend's place. We played cards, laughed, drank cheap wine, and for the first time in months, I didn't glance at the clock every 10 minutes, wondering if he'd come through the door. I didn't leave a note, I didn't call, I didn't explain. I just lived. At around 4 a.m., I slipped the key into the lock and quietly walked into our apartment. The lights were off. The air was tense. He wasn't asleep. Not really. I could feel it. You know that heavy silence, like someone's pretending to sleep, but their mind is wide awake? I went to wash up, took my time, then walked into the bedroom. He stirred. "Where were you?" he asked. No anger, just confusion. Maybe a tinge of panic beneath his calm voice. I sat on the edge of the bed, unlacing my shoes. "Playing cards with friends," I replied. A pause, longer than necessary. Why didn't you call me? I didn't look at him. Was I supposed to? I didn't think it was necessary. You never call me. And that was it. No screaming, no fight, no stormed out moment. Just a mirror held up to his face. Something shifted after that night. It wasn't dramatic, but it was real. He started letting me know when he'd be late. He started calling, brief updates, quick check-ins, simple gestures of consideration that had been completely absent before. It was as if my silence screamed louder than words ever could. Because here's the thing. People who routinely ignore you, disrespect you, make you feel small, they rarely expect you to stop caring. They feed on your predictability, your presence, your patience. But the second you become a question mark in their world, everything changes. Sometimes the best revenge isn't loud or angry. It's quiet, calm, and controlled. It's reminding someone that you're not a fixture in their life. You're a choice, a privilege. And if they keep treating you like you're disposable, you show them what absence really feels like. If that story gave you chills, hit that like button and tell me in the comments what's the most satisfying silent revenge you've ever witnessed or pulled off. Make sure you subscribe because trust me, we've got more where that